Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I hope that Santa found you and brought everything you wanted. And speaking of Santa, I got a secret for you, okay? I am actually Santa's personal test driver. Every year I make sure his sleigh is in top working order and ready to go. And now that it's Christmas Day and his job is done for another year, he wants me to give his sleigh just a quick once-over to make sure it's in good condition after his trip to be put into storage. So let's take a look at it and see how it fared. And here it is. It is not looking like it's in that bad a shape. But I am going to put it through a series of very thorough tests. Now the reindeer, obviously they're tired from their big trip. So we got Frosty up there helping us out today. Now the first thing I like to check out are the skids. Make sure he's still getting good traction. So let's go down this tight little winding road right here and turn in. Not bad. Very nice. Kiss the apex. Around this corner and the last corner. And we are around smoothly. That's not too bad. Ooh, on the water, however, it does not turn at all. See, watch this. I am turning full right, and it just is not going anywhere. I'm going to recommend to the big man we get those changed for next year. The next thing I like to check for is flat out performance. He's got to be to a lot of places real quick. Ho, 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 go. All right, brakes are still feeling pretty good. This thing still feels as tight as a drum. Round the tight left-hander. All right, banked curve, here we come. Oh, that was beautiful. All right, now we check out the speed of this thing. Oh yeah, he's getting places fast. All right, now up to the chicane. Through there, around there. I like it. All right, last corner here. Coming up on the finish line. 308.634. That's not bad for old Red. That's what he calls his sleigh. Another thing that needs to be checked is the sleigh's off-road capability. Here's a nice trail we can test it out on. All right, it is doing good so far. Splash through the river. This sleigh really is just a proper rally car. I bet you didn't know the testing was this thorough, did you? Oh yes, we don't skip over anything. For example, let's say you live up a cliff. Can the sleigh make it up a cliff? Not even a thing. Another thing we like to check for is cruising performance for those long stretches over the ocean. Just pure straight line speed. Now the sleigh is electronically limited to 155, and you can blame the government for that. But as you can see, it still reaches it without any problems. Another important thing that needs testing is the sleigh's ability to do a J-turn. You never know when he's gonna need it. All right, let's give it a shot. Pretty good. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why isn't the sleigh flying? And that's a valid question. You see, if I go over this cliff here, it doesn't fly, it falls. And the reason for that is because we don't have the reindeer with us. The reindeer can fly, the sleigh can't. We're being pulled by Frosty. Frosty can't fly, he's a snowman. Snowman can't fly. Now let's say Santa's at the lights, and some clapped out Honda Civic pulls up next to him thinking he's faster. Well, that's why we do the drag test. I'm lined up, line up, moron. There we go. And we are off, and we are leaving him for dead. 12.885 at 108 miles an hour. But what if he was to pull up next to a Miggy's Speedwagon? Would he still emerge victorious? I think the Miggy's Speedwagon is... There we go. All right, he's lined up. And we are off. And again, it is a slaughter. Goodbye, Speedwagon. And across the line. The Speedwagon is mighty, but it's no sleigh. And of course, we must not forget the most important test. Safety. We need to make sure the big guy will be all right should the reindeer plow him into a mountain. The first thing we're going to do is simulate reindeer failure and the sleigh falls from the sky. Up we go. And down it comes. Oh. bit of a rough landing. That side of the skid has collapsed, but the sleigh is intact and Santa would be fine. The next test we need to conduct is a frontal collision. This will do nicely. 145 miles an hour. And, ooh, that looked a bit rough. Oh my God, look at Frosty. What happened? Oh, that's horrific. But we're not here testing Frosty, are we? We're testing the sleigh. And on closer inspection, zoom in right there, you can see the seat where Santa would sit and the space where his legs would go. There is plenty of room there for his legs. The sleigh was not crushed in far enough to even touch Santa. If Santa was to crash into something at 145 miles an hour, he would be unscathed. The next thing we need to do is check the rollover protection. So like this. And as you can see, he would have been fine. And how do I know that? Well, take a look right here where my mouse is. This part right here is made taller, not to fit the gifts in, but so when it rolls over, this will keep the sleigh up far enough so that Santa's head does not hit the ground. Most excellent. But what if it was a snowy night and the snowplow driver out clearing the roads could not see and he inadvertently sideswiped Santa? Well, as you can see, Santa's sleigh is designed to simply be pushed out of the way. And it comes to a gentle rest. Right there, see that hump thing I told you about doing its job, keeping its head out of the ground. But what if Santa suddenly found himself on Jupiter? Like I said, we've thought of everything. Well, that concludes my test of Santa's sleigh, and it has passed with flying colors. Thank you for joining me as I put it through its paces, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I wish you a Happy New Year. I will see you next time.